live, local, and talking about the teams that matter to you. This is Talkin Sports with Jim Shovlin on Fort Wayne Sports Station, 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Brought to you by McMahon's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Good morning and welcome to Talkin Sports. Along with D.C. Hendricks, I'm Jim Shovlin. Thanks so much for tuning in as we're talking local sports of all sorts, well, for the next hour, till the top of the hour at 10 o'clock. And then we go back to normal programming, and then later on, state basketball championships for the girls. And we've got a lot of representation from the 260 area code and Northeast Indiana, so it's going to be a great opportunity to show that, hey, girls basketball in this part of the state has been, is, and probably always will be looked upon with much respect. So that's pretty cool. In Class A, we've got Fremont up from the Northeast Corner Conference, up in the corner going up against Borden at 10:30 this morning. And then in Class 2A, Eastern and Oak Hill go at it, 12:45. 3A, the Belmont Braves take on Indianapolis Roncalli. That'll be 6 o'clock. And then following that, approximately 8 o'clock, the Norwell Knights, Coach Thornton and company, going up against Center Grove. And they won the 3A last year. And now they can't move up any higher than where they're at right now in 4A. So tonight will be a great test. But I'll tell you what, that team has been outstanding. The players outstanding. So we shall see what transpires today. And I believe the Belmont and the Norwell game both, yes, are going to be heard right here on 1380 The Fan, 100.9 FM.
Yeah, it's time, Chevy.
It is.
Girls State Championships. So I've told you before that I brought back my Sunday sports show with Bryce Vance,
right.
Sports show. We had Coach Andy Heim on last week, the Belmont girls basketball coach, because for me, I know a lot of hype and a lot of attention is on Norwell, obviously being the top girls program in the area. But I love the story. For me, the biggest story for girls state for our area is Belmont. We're talking about a team that has not advanced past regionals since 1993.
Oh, yeah. Well, and with that, look at Fremont.
Yeah.
Fremont's never done,
no.
So, yeah. And all due respect to Norwell and Coach Thornton and company and, this Ross Worm, and, fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah.
We had Ross Worm on the show as well. I asked her the question because everybody's talking about it on X. I asked her straight up. I was like, you feel a little slighted that you're not in any talks in terms of Miss Indiana basketball? I just asked her straight up.
Okay.
Everyone's talking about it. Everybody wanted to know. But her being the person that she is, that's not something she's even worried about. She said that's not what she plays for. That kind of stuff. She kind of just leaves to us, basically, lets the media and everybody else do it.
Sure.
But it's really not something she plays for, which is even more a testament to her character and why the Norwell Knights, and she's the leader of a team and a program that is so successful.
Well, her game is, exciting to watch. And so
she's every bit as good as any other girls prospect in the state.
Yeah. So, and speaking of women's basketball, in collegiate basketball locally, the University of St. Francis, the Cougars of Jeremy Henney were winners last night over Bethel, and they'll play Monday at Marion at 7 p.m. for the Crossroads League Championship. So, and the winner of the Crossroads gets an automatic NAIA National Championship berth. And then over at Indiana Tech at the Schaefer Center, the Indiana Tech women's basketball team of Jesse Biggs will be taking on Rochester Christian Monday night. That'll be a 6 o'clock start. But then, the men play Rochester Christian today at 1 p.m. at the Schaefer Center. But, this women's team over at Indiana Tech, my goodness. Taylor Covington last night, 13 of 15 from the field, but she ended up with 35 points on the night, and she gets great complimentary play from Ryan Moore. I had 18 points and 9 rebounds. Jaden Gully, just a sophomore, is in the middle, tenacious rebounder. She has her offensive rebounding skills are some of the best I've ever seen, and her positioning and everything. And she can take. She gives the shot clock operator a lot of stress, because then she grabs a rebound and turns things back into a 20-second clock. So there's all kinds of stuff going on there. But, yeah, 1 o'clock today at the Schaefer Center. The men play Rochester Christian. 6 o'clock Monday night for the championship of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference will be the Indiana Tech Warriors going at it, also against Rochester Christian. So should be interesting there. Let's run down some high school boys basketball scores for the regular season, which is pretty much the finale. There might be a game or two somewhere today, but sectionals start on Tuesday now. So without further ado, Carroll was a 56-53 winner over the Bishop Luers Knights last night. Homestead 56, Norwell 48. Snyder gets past Marion in a big way, 96-74. Columbia City 48, Concordia 33. Kokomo a 58-52 winner over Huntington North, and Northridge 62, DeKalb 39. It was Southwood beating the ACAC's Bluffton Tigers 67-52. Jay County gets a win over Belmont 63-55. Wawasee 45, East Noble 34. Lakewood Park Christian 68-60 over Casey Adams and the Adams Central Flying Jets. It was Eastbrook 56, South Adams 39. Cowan a 77-28 winner over Southern Wells. Angola 58, Lakeland 47. Fairfield a 49-29 winner over the Central Noble Cougars. Eastside 44, Busco 39. Garrett, the Railroaders, with Dan Vance prowling the bench as well, too. Our old buddy from many, many years, friend of the show, 56-53 over West Noble. And it was Bethany Christian 77, Fremont 36. Those are the men's scores that we have, or the boys' scores that we have from last night. In ECHL hockey, Fort Wayne Komets returned home after a long road trip and were beaten by the Cincinnati Cyclones by a score of 2-1. A late third period goal by Cincinnati sealed the deal. Komets pulled their goaltender late in the third, but couldn't muster. Got some shots on goal, but couldn't solve the Cincinnati Cyclone goaltender. So they'll play again tonight at the Coliseum, and we'll talk to Shane Albahrani just a little bit later on in the show and find out, because there was a lot going on with the Home and Garden show going on. Plus, there were 9,860 fans at Memorial Coliseum last night, which was there again for a Friday night. These are incredible attendance figures, and congratulations to everybody affiliated with the Fort Wayne Komets in their 74th season. So that was impressive to see that, and they're expecting a large crowd tonight. If you're thinking of going to the game, and you don't have tickets yet, you need to get them prior to arriving at the Coliseum this evening, because once again, there's going to be a lot of traffic. Parking lot's going to be full, so you may have a little bit longer walk, and you don't want to walk all that way, get up there, and find out that they are sold out. And then you got to make that walk of shame back to your car. Hey, you don't want to do that. Get your tickets early. Go to Komets.com, check out the online feature, or just go to the Coliseum ticket office and get your tickets there as well for tonight's game. So, other than that, let's see what's going on. Of course, we also have the gymnastics sectionals. High school gymnastics sectionals are today, and the boys swimming state finals are taking place at the IU Natatorium down in the Indy area. They are so congratulations to everybody that's going to be down that direction. The book Fort Wayne Sports History. let's take a look at February. Gosh, it's February 28th already. Yes, it is. My goodness. February 28th edition of Fort Wayne Sports History. It says in 1948, Monroeville becomes the first county school to win a basketball sectional. More than 60 years after their accomplishment, the Monroeville Cubs legend continues to grow. For decades, the Fort Wayne City Schools dominated the boys basketball sectional until the Cubs became the first county school to win the title. In 1948, they beat Central Catholic, Woodburn, and Northside to improve to 21-3 and set up a battle with city champion Central, led by Johnny Bright and Dick Miller. Also in 1990, the Fort Wayne Sports Corporation is formed. That was an immense help in getting things unfolded for the sports community in the Fort Wayne area. I know the Judge Phil Houck was part of that as well. Art Mandelbaum was part of that. Art Salzberg was another one that was synonymous. Mr. Fox was in there as well. Yeah, just a lot of people gave a lot of time and effort and energy to put a lot of things on the map, because prior to 1990, we didn't have what we have today, that's for sure. Also in 1987, the Northrop girls basketball team loses in the state semifinals to end its record 57-game win streak. That was the Northrop Bruins team coached by Mr. Dave Riley, coaching legend in Indiana high school basketball. So that is your entry in the book Fort Wayne Sports History, a chronological by calendar date book by noted author Mr. Blake Sebring. So, and it's available wherever books are sold. You can get that. Let's see, what did I do this? The NCAA Division III quarterfinals and semifinals are taking place at the Coliseum on March 19th on a Thursday, and then the March 21st date has the culmination of it. Thursday, it's a quadruple header at the Coliseum, starting just afternoon, I think right around 12:30, and then the fourth game of the day goes at 9 o'clock. So a lot going on there, and I will be doing the PA for all of those games, and so I'm going to need a breather on Friday. And then we come back Saturday and do two more games at the Coliseum. And once again, last year, of course, all the Final Fours and championships in Division I NCAA basketball, D2 and D3, are going to be held in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. They're just basically on successive weeks, I think, or just somewhere around there. And I'll tell you what, that I believe we got the Final Four and the championship back again in 2027. But for 2026, they wanted all three Final Fours and championships to take place in Indy. So we've got the quarterfinals and the semis at Memorial Coliseum this year, once again, for that. And if you've been out there, if you've gone out to see Trine play or any of the other teams too, this is great basketball. If you're a basketball fan, and I mean, there is no shortage of hustle, diving for loose balls, being gritty, taking charges. It's old school basketball at times, and it's fantastic. It's something fun to watch, and it is very well worth the ticket price to get on out there. And it's put on by Manchester University. They're the host school. Visit Fort Wayne has a lot in the Coliseum and around the Fort Wayne area. And, of course, the Memorial Coliseum, too. Nathan Dennison and company do a great job. Joe Boggs at Visit Fort Wayne and Manchester University as well. So get on out there and check that out. Let's go ahead and take our first time out of the day. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking to, Mike McCaffrey, VP of Athletics and Student Life at the University of St. Francis, in our weekly Cougar Chat. And, it's the spring sports are starting to roll now, and the basketball The men were eliminated from their tournament play earlier this week, but then the women are in the championship game. We'll talk to him all about that when we return. You're listening to Talkin Sports on 1380 The Fan, 100.9 FM.
Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana is a proud sponsor of Talkin Sports. Goodwill empowers and prepares people for independence through training, personal growth, and work. You help support the Goodwill mission by shopping in any of our 8 stores or shopping the shopgoodwill.com/Fort Wayne site. You can also help by donating any clothing or household items for resale in our stores. Goodwill has been a part of our Fort Wayne community since 1937, helping people with barriers to employment find meaningful work in the community. Go to www.fwgoodwill.org to find out more about Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana.
All year long, America is celebrating 250 years of freedom from the shot heard around the world to the passion that still drives us today.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it and throw to Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
This nation was built on grit, sacrifice, and the belief that anything is possible.
5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
At 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM, we're proud to celebrate America 250, honoring the past, celebrating the present, and cheering for the future.
He's going to take off and run, then goes up, weaves his way first and goal, diving for the end zone. Touchdown!
Happy 250th birthday, America. From 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM, Fort Wayne's sports station.
When you're building a custom home, the details matter, and so does choosing a builder who understands the land it sits on. Hammond Homes specializes in luxury custom homes, including projects on challenging sites like lake lots and uniquely shaped properties, where experience, planning, and precision make all the difference. They're not a volume builder. Hammond Homes brings architecture, interior design, and construction together under one roof, creating a seamless process from concept to completion. In every Hammond home, traditional excellence and contemporary luxury are the standards their clients have come to expect. Every plan is intentional, every timeline is clear, and every home is designed to maximize views, function, and long-term value. From navigating complex sites to delivering refined craftsmanship, Hammond Homes builds with confidence, not guesswork. If you're ready to build a custom home that's thoughtfully designed and expertly executed, start with a conversation at HammondHomes.com. Hammond Homes, design-driven, detail-focused.
Picture this. You're in your car, perhaps heading to a sporting event. Your tire pressure light comes on, your brakes are squeaking, and your dashboard is lit up like Christmas. Where do you go? McMahon's Best One. McMahon's Best One is your one-stop shop for full automotive service and repair. Whether it's a simple oil change or flat repair, to brakes, alignment, engine diagnostics, and more, McMahon's Best One can fix it all. With 8 service centers in Fort Wayne, New Haven, Lima, Ohio, and Bryan, Ohio, McMahon's Best One is here to accommodate you. Visit us at McMahon'sBestOneTire.com to make an appointment today.
We were due for a new Blademans commercial and needed info to produce it. We met with Mark, the owner, to get information to include and recorded it to write a script. Well, why do that when we can just play the recording?
Who do you specifically want your commercial to reach?
I think knife enthusiasts and collectors, people who enjoy outdoor activities like hunters, fishermen, campers, hikers, people who just need a good quality knife for work, and people who just like to carry a knife every day for self-defense or for defense or utility.
So what are some of the products you carry at Blademans?
Blademans carries some of the best premium knife brands. We carry Benchmade, Spyderco, Microtech, ProTech, Zero Tolerance, Heretic, Tour Knives, Medford Knife and Tool, ADV Tactical, Shun Cutlery, and a few more.
So what's the best reason for people to come to Blademans right now?
I mean, right now, there's tons of new products starting to arrive. We also offer knife sharpening, so if your knife needs it, you can stop in any time, drop her off for a tune-up. And you can always get a cup of coffee on me.
Blademans Knife Shop, at the southwest corner of Illinois Road and Scott Road, next to Salvatore's.
Now on My Deals Fort Wayne, you can get 3 certificates to Davy's Delicious Bagels for only $15. Specializing in steamed bagel sandwiches unlike anything else in Fort Wayne, Indiana, Davy's Delicious Bagels is a one-of-a-kind experience. They have breakfast sandwiches, sweet bagels, lunch specialties, and of course, more bagels than you could ever imagine. They even have delicious specialty coffees, teas, and more. Every weekend, Davy's will be open late late for those midnight munchies. Head over to MyDealsFortWayne.com to purchase your deal.
Stand Up to Cancer asked leading cancer researchers to speak about why they do their work.
Two words come to mind for me. One is responsibility. The other is purpose.
It's just so inspiring to do research that impacts human lives.
Stand Up to Cancer has been a critical partner in advancing research for cancer.
Cancer research saves lives.
So please, help us fight in this battle against cancer.
Be a part of the team that ends cancer at standuptocancer.org.
Now back to Talkin Sports with Jim Shovlin on Fort Wayne Sports Station, 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back to Talkin Sports. Along with DC Hendricks, I'm Jim Shovlin. Thanks for tuning in as we're talking local sports of all sorts until the top of the hour at 10 o'clock. It's easy to get a hold of us if you'd like to chime in with a question, comment, suggestion, etc. Do so via the Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana text line at 260-447-8500. That's 260-447-8500. You ask the question, we'll take a look at it, and we'll see if we can't get it on the air for you. And let's go to the Talkin Sports phone line powered by Fireplace City County Federal Credit Union, because waiting on there patiently is the VP of Student Life and Athletics at the University of St. Francis, Mr. Mike McCaffrey. Mike, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jimmy. How are you, buddy?
I am great this morning. And how about that women's basketball team of Jeremy Henney? Oh, my goodness, playing for a Crossroads League championship at Marion Monday night at 7 o'clock. You know, and it's really wild when you look at the website, stfranciscougars.com, go to the women's basketball page and see that they're 27-3 and the number 2 seed in a tournament. Not a number 1, but they are 15-3. They finished the conference schedule 15-3, and this is a pretty special team.
Yeah, no doubt. They managed to draw Taylor at home on Tuesday night. Ended up beating them pretty handily at home, and then returned yesterday for the semifinals, and welcomed a really scrappy, really good Bethel team who knocked off Spring Arbor in the quarterfinals to make it to the semis against us yesterday, and kind of struggled early, let them hang around a little bit, and then Callie Gregory turned it on for us in the second half. She just took over, and she was on a mission yesterday to make sure that our team was able to advance to the finals, and played some great defense. And that's generally what drives our team when we're out there playing defense. We're tough to beat. So as long as they can get one more game of elite defense in them, go down and try to steal one from Marion. We won down there earlier in the year, so it's not too foreign for us. We do have a win at Marion this season. They got us at home. We got them at their place. So now it's kind of the rubber match for the Crossroads League tournament title, which would give somebody an automatic bid into the national tournament if we were to get it. If Marion were to get it, we technically get the second automatic bid just by making the conference championship game, because the runner-up in the title game ends up getting the second bid if the same team wins it. So we're not worried about making the national tournament. We should be fine being the number 6 team in the country, but always nice to get that auto bid if you can get it. So we're going to get that regardless of what happens. But I know the team's excited to go down and get another chance to play against Marion, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely. And just kind of looking at the schedule here, the last time they played at Huntington, the margin of victory was like 38 points, 85-47. Then they come back home against Spring Arbor, win by 17 there. And as we talked, the Taylor game, the first round of the Crossroads League tournament, a 27-point margin of victory, and then a 21-point margin of victory last night against Bethel leads them into that championship contest with Marion. So it's
and I don't think
and the big
points.
thing is, different, and we've talked about this a lot this year too, Mike, that it's a different person seemingly every game that will maybe be your high scorer, but they all play tenacious defense.
Yeah, they do. And I mean, everyone in the lineup, whether it's Taylor Fordyce, Isabella Gizzi, Callie Gregory, Renna Schwederman, Julia Mantilla hit some big threes last night. So they definitely, we get contributions all over. Callie is obviously our engine, and when she's running, we're we're putting up points. And when Rema's playing great defense on getting inside the post and getting those buckets on the inside like she did last night, we're firing on all cylinders. So it's big margin of victory, but I don't think we scored over 80 points in any of those games. So it just shows you how how low scoring we kept the other team to win by those margins and not put up 80 or 90 points. We're generally in the 70s and holding teams in the 40s or the 50s. So good formula, but different test when we go down to Marion. They're obviously number 4 in the country and the number 1 seed in this tournament for a reason. So we've got our work cut out for us, but excited to go down and give it a shot.
Yes, indeed. And let's kind of segue over to the spring sports, baseball. The big thing for them is to go south and get a lot of games in, a lot of game experience. They've gone down, haven't shied away from any competition thus far. They've played 13 games, 2-11, but they've played 13 games, which is very important to get your pitchers on a schedule, in a routine. And, the days you don't pitch are just as important as the days you do, as far as, your self-care and everything like that, and arm care too. But these guys are getting the reps, and that's going to bode well when it comes to Crossroads League play. But then now let's talk about softball. That finally gets underway after a big chunk of the start of the season was wiped out due to weather. Ryan Boland's softball team is 1-1. They got their first win in their first game. Alexa Huth comes in relief and gets the win for the Cougars. And DC said he watched the game the other day.
Yeah, yesterday went down to the south side of Fort Wayne and played a couple against Indiana Tech. And as you said, our first games of the season. So I was down there. I mean, it was a nice, beautiful day for softball yesterday. So I was down there for the first game and watched that. And, yeah, Alexa came in and helped out late in the game after they tied up the game, went to extra innings, went to the 8th. We scored 2 in the top of the 8th to go up 7-5, and then Alexa shut the door on them in the bottom half of the inning. So we ended up getting the win in game 1. Turned around in game 2, and I think it was the second inning. We had like 6 or 7 hits and only 1 run, and they had no hits and had 2 runs. So we just early on kind of handed them a few runs with some mistakes in the field, and just wasn't able to get the runners across the plate. We kept putting them on base, but we couldn't get them home, and I think we ended up dropping 7-1 in the second game. But I think Indiana Tech's going to be pretty good just watching them. So hopefully that bodes well for us down the road with a win over them if they, make some noise in the WAC and, either win the WAC or have a good showing in the WAC, then that'll help us out down the road with that win in game 1. So it was nice to get outside, nice to be able to play, and baseball actually got a couple in on our field yesterday, which was, if you told me that a week ago, I wouldn't have believed it. But, I think we had our snowblowers out a week ago, and then all of a sudden we're playing baseball at St. Francis yesterday for 2 against Marion, and ended up losing both of those. But Marion's a really good baseball team this year, it looks like, after going down and beating Southeastern over the 2 weeks ago, and now coming back and getting our first taste of the Crossroads League. So we'll play 2 more against them today. But, yeah, softball team is they're pretty loaded. This is the year that I think Coach Boland's been waiting for with the couple seniors that we have, Sam Baker and Macy Dowd, and everyone else is really a junior and below. So, good to get out on the field, good to get some reps in, and now we'll try to head to Florida and get a whole bunch of games in and try to come back with a good record.
Yeah, feels good as spring sports are getting rolling here, Mike. And I wanted to chime in real quick because I have the 260 Dugout podcast. This would be called a nice little radio plug, where I have both Coach Butcher and Coach Boylan on the podcast to highlight and preview their seasons. And Coach Boylan was telling me Alexa is literally coming off an ACL injury. Like, how is she even playing right now? Like, she's coming off an ACL tear.
Yeah, we were watching her yesterday, and we were sitting there and we're like, man, I can't believe how short of a recovery time she had, and she's out there just battling. She's tough as nails, man. I mean, if she can stand and she can get out on that rubber, she's going to really, really good innings so that we could get out of there with a win. But, yeah, it's softball's a little different where, your movements are a little minimized when you're a pitcher, and as long as you're, getting your plant foot right and you're able to follow through and get that ball across the plate, then you can probably go out and pitch. And we're hopeful that she doesn't, re-aggravate it or anything, but she's confident and she was good yesterday. So we're hopeful that she can keep doing it.
Well, let's put this into perspective. I know the Huth family, and her dad Jeff is an old friend of mine. His nickname is Bubba, and he's got a tattoo of his Rottweiler on his. To be in the Huth family, you've got to have a grittiness and a toughness, and oh my goodness, and so it's no surprise that you tough through that and get through. But I noticed had a really good stat line there, and once again, everybody contributes in Ryan Boland's program like that. So like you said, this could be the year for something special to unfold for the Cougars. Let's talk football. When will the spring football season start as far as conditioning and workouts, and then when will this culminate with the spring game?
Yeah, so we'll start end of March. We'll get going on some of our spring practices, and I think Coach Sherman's only doing maybe 3 a week with a lot more kind of conditioning and lifting than actually on the field. But we will have a spring football game on the 18th of April, so it's a Saturday. We're going to bring some people out and treat them to a fun little spring environment like we normally do, and hopefully come through injury-free, which is always the key when you get to spring ball and things like that. So we're going to wrap it up and get ready for the fall after that. But it'll be good to get some of these guys. We're coming off another successful season and trying to build on that, and going to have some new faces in here. So the spring will be a good time. Obviously, we lose our starting quarterback, so that'll be something to watch in the spring and over the summer as to who's going to step up and take that job for the 2026 season. But we're excited with the class we've got coming in and the guys we have coming back. But it'll be fun to watch. Hopefully we've got women's flag and we've got some soccer and we've got a lot of activities going on over at the stadium. But we'll certainly be ready for a spring game on April 18th and treat everybody to a fun afternoon.
Oh, that is for sure. Well, Mike, thank you so much for joining us. And well, are you headed anywhere today? For
Lafayette Jefferson High School. About to get in the car and head to Lafayette Jeff over about 2 hours away. So it's what I understand, the big Bob Rohrman Auditorium is over there, and the home of USF alum and my dean of students, Jay Siegel, who came from Lafayette Jeff and played football for us for 5 years, and now is our dean of students. My right-hand man on campus. So I told him, I said, we're going back to your stomping grounds this weekend, and he gave me kind of the lowdown. So we'll be heading to Lafayette Jeff here just momentarily.
So you know where to go to eat then, right?
Well, we're not going to have a lot of time today. I was looking at the schedule. We may not have a lot of time to sneak out and eat. Why? What's the recommendation?
Oh, I don't. I was hoping you'd give me one. I don't know.
No.
I'll ask you tomorrow. Yeah.
Usually jump on the phone on the way and look for hit that restaurants near me thing and try to find something. But this is a little more condensed schedule today, where we perform at 2:30, and then they do awards at like 5, and then we get on out of there and head home and be home around 9 o'clock tonight. So I don't know if we'll get to see the greater Lafayette area today or not. We may be stuck in the school all day.
Yeah, but it's worth it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. All right, Mike, we'll talk to you next Saturday.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
All right, that was Mike McCaffrey, VP of Student Life and Athletics at the University of St. Francis.
I have to get a zapper.
Cougar Chat.
I have to get a zap sound effect or something. Zap you every time.
Yeah. Okay.
Takes some getting used to.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay. Got a text that came in on the Goodwill Industries Northeast Indiana text line at 447-8500. It says, my understanding that Fort Wayne will host the D2 men's basketball and women's basketball quarterfinals, semifinals, and championship games in 2027 and 2028. That's a lot of games, and that's a lot to look forward to. And, of course, they provided a link for that as well on the NCAA page as well. So that would be awesome to have more basketball coming to the Memorial Coliseum as it should be. Back in the 50s when it was first built, it was basketball and hockey meccas. So, yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. I'll check with Mr. Dennison and find out what's going on there with 27 and 28. So thank you for that text. Let's go ahead, step out, take a timeout, and then we'll come back with more. You're listening to Talkin Sports on 1380 The Fan, 100.9 FM.
911, what's your emergency?
In an emergency, voice is best. But what if you can't call?
Escalated domestic disturbance reported east of downtown. Be advised, alert was received by a 911 emergency text. Caller is hiding in a closet and can't use her voice.
When the situation is too dangerous to make a call, text to 911 Capability Now helps Hoosiers. But in most emergencies, voice is still best.
I slid off the road and the airbag went off. The snow's getting heavier. Please hurry.
In the last 5 years, Hoosiers have used text capability in over 1 million 911 sessions. It's of great help to the deaf and speech impaired and to those in select dangerous situations. Thanks to the statewide 911 board, Indiana leads the nation with all 92 counties having in- and outbound text capability. For more, visit in911.net.
It's good to hear your voice. Help is on the way.
911. Before you text, voice is best.
The light bulb, the airplane, the personal computer. America didn't just invent stuff. We invented the stuff that changed everything. As we count down to America's 250th birthday on July 4th, test your knowledge on American inventions. Think you know which groundbreaking inventions came from the U.S. of A? Take the Made in America Inventions Quiz. Text USA to 45364. That's USA to 45364. It's quick, it's fun, and you might just learn something. America's 250th. Celebrating America ingenuity.
Have you looked at your auto or homeowner's insurance rate lately? Think it's about time to get a competitive quote? Call the Wise Insurance Agency today at 260-747-5373. Located at 7410 Bluffton Road, Wise Insurance is a local company that's been in business for 25 years. Being an independent agent working with over 15 A-plus rated carriers allows Coach Ron Wise to assess your needs and determine the best option for you to give you maximum coverage with the most affordable premiums. The Wise Insurance Agency also offers motorcycle, RV, and watercraft insurance, as well as renter's insurance, flood, and umbrella policies. Multi-policy discounts are also available, and make sure to ask Ron about the good student discount up to 20%. Let Coach Wise show you the fundamentals of getting the right insurance. Don't put it off. Contact Coach Ron and the Wise Insurance Agency team today at 260-747-5373 or find them online at thewiseinsuranceagency.com.
Are you ready to embrace a new opportunity? Do you get fulfillment out of helping others? Are you a self-starter who loves to make your own schedule and can still work well with others? Maybe you're someone who needs a career with flexible PTO, the flexibility to take the time off when you need to and how often you need to, and are still able to perform your job at the highest level. If this sounds like a fit, we'd love to hear from you. Email your resume to salescareers@federatedmedia.com or text talent to 45364. Federated Media is an equal opportunity employer.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet Store.
Hi, this is Mike with the Good Feet Store. Are your bad feet making you grumpy all day like Dan was?
I was born with a sunny disposition, but I had so much knee pain and foot pain, I wasn't that way anymore. But then I'm driving down the street one day and my knee's hurting, and I see a Good Feet Store. I thought, what do I have to lose?
Good Feet arch supports aren't just a cushion or a flimsy shoe insert. We have a system of arch supports designed to create better alignment for all four of your foot's arches. And the only place you can get the Good Feet system is at the Good Feet Store.
Once I got my arch supports from Good Feet, I just went back to being my happy self again. My wife noticed it, my friends noticed it, even my dog noticed it. I just wish that I'd found Good Feet 20 or 30 years ago. I've got my Sonny back.
Visit the Good Feet Store today. We're right around the corner from the Glenbrook Mall on Coldwater Road in the Joanne Plaza.
Thanks to the Good Feet Store.
Now back to Talkin Sports with Jim Shovlin on Fort Wayne Sports Station, 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back to Talkin Sports. That's DC Hendricks playing David Bowie, Fame. Nice. Very nice. And I'm Jim Shovlin, not playing anything. I'll play PA announcer this afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Schaefer Center when Indiana Tech's men's basketball team of Mr. Ted Albert takes on Rochester Christian. And this will be an interesting game for me. I have not seen Rochester Christian, but because they played them at the Schaefer Center in late January, and that was the day that I was in Columbus, Ohio, watching the Columbus Blue Jackets and Tampa Bay Lightning, where the Blue Jackets just stomped all over the Lightning. And then we drove home in that beautiful snowstorm that hit the Midwest. So I was not able to see Rochester Christian, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. And, hey, come on out. It's great. We had a great crowd last night for the women's basketball game against who in the heck did they even play? Well, they played Siena Heights the first night. And so, anyway, great crowd last night for the game. Okay, this bugs me now. Who'd they play? I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. And, no, anyway, Indiana Tech play. That's pretty bad. When you get my age and you forget who the opponent was. I think it was Siena Heights last night. Yeah, it was Siena Heights. So, anyway, they played the Saints. And now that ended the Saints' season, and the school will be closing. So,
it was a blowout, too.
Yeah, it was.
81-59.
Yeah, it was. And like
Siena
I said,
Heights used to be good.
Taylor Covington is amazing. And there's just so many good players on the team. I mean, they start out. Ryan Moore transferred in to Indiana Tech this year. She's the guard. Madison Weiss came as well. She's from Albion, Indiana. And then, of course, Durbin Thomas is a freshman forward. Jaden Gully is a sophomore. She basically plays in the middle. She is tenacious. And Taylor Covington, two-time WHAC Player of the Year in women's basketball. So she is just tremendous. And, and by the way, an all-academic team, too. So it's a lot of fun to watch
the men
play.
beat them 81-59, and then the women 77-49.
Yeah.
So both blowouts.
Yeah. In the men's team, okay, you've got
and Covington 35 points.
Yeah. 13 of 15 from the field.
Yeah.
And then she hit her free throws. It was tremendous. But the men's team features local products. Blake Davison from Leo High School is a senior this year. A sophomore from Northside, Jackson Fugate. Oh, my goodness. He is tremendous to watch, and he's a lot of fun to watch play. But these guys are just Peyton Barker's another one, comes off the bench, but he's local as well. So, I mean, there are just so many kids from the Fort Wayne area that play on this team, and this team is fun to watch, play well, and, yeah, they put the old ball in the bucket. Now, okay, I still call it the bucket. No. When did we start calling it the cup?
I thought it's always been cup.
No. For a basket?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, take it to the cup.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. It's been that way for a while.
Take it to the hoop.
Few decades behind there, Shovey.
Well, yeah, I should be. Look at.
Sorry.
I almost said something bad. Oh, man. Okay. No. Oh, by golly, Sonny.
Did you almost get a nice little fine here? Or we're about to get fined this morning?
It would have been something the FCC frowns upon on a regular basis. So, but yeah. No, well.
It's good radio.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I know I'm old, and so do you. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I just started.
What are you going to say? Like
no.
Somebody, I guess not.
But I got yelled at by the coach for not going fast enough to get the trophy presentation out there. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm all right. But hey, we'll get over it. But no, shoot, yeah, take it to the hole. And then I hear it, through media and all that. Well, they went to the cup. Well, you go to the cup when you're playing golf. I'm old school. If you didn't already notice, young Mr. Hendricks, I'm kind of old school. So, anyway, is anybody else been a long time?
I say both. To be transparent, I say both basketball.
Take it to the hoop, take it to the bucket, take it to the hole.
Yeah.
Take it to the basket.
Now, let's just say it, though. Cup does sound weird.
It does. It does. And I hear it. All of a sudden, I'm hearing it all the time.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Oh, that's my rant. You know what? Let's take a break. Maybe Shane Albahrani can shed some light on this. Gosh, I hope they call the net in hockey. Well, we're going to find out.
Everything now.
Because I'll tell you what, if they don't, Shane will know. Shane is up on the sport of hockey, and he will join us next.
Game tonight?
Yeah. We will step out, take a break. You're listening to Talkin Sports on 1380 The Fan, 100.9 FM.
Don't miss a second of action with your Indiana Pacers this season.
Pass to the top, knocked away by Toppin. He comes to the forecourt, lobs it to the hoop, where it's caught and dunked by Mathurin.
Hear every thrilling moment, every clutch play, and every Pacers win.
Neesmith beat the shot clock, and the crowd tells you the result as Neesmith buries a three right in front of the Milwaukee bench.
Catch the action of Indiana Pacers basketball all season long on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Over the past few years, the COVID-19 pandemic has affected how we live our daily lives. Today, we also face a mental health pandemic that threatens our well-being as we attempt to rebuild our social networks and communities.
The pandemic has reminded us to value family, community, and our human connections. However, it has also left many of us feeling more isolated, confused, and alone, struggling to find meaning amid loss and uncertainty.
Today, 1 in 5 Americans experience emotional and mental health challenges. But many of us do not understand what we are facing or know how to ask for help.
At the American Psychiatric Association Foundation, we understand what you are going through, and we are here to help. Our vision is to build a mentally healthy nation for all. We work every day to eliminate stigma, combat mental illness and substance use disorders, and advance mental health. If you or someone you love needs help, you are not alone. Please visit mentallyhealthynation.org to learn more.
Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana is a proud sponsor of Talkin Sports. Goodwill empowers and prepares people for independence through training, personal growth, and work. You help support the Goodwill mission by shopping in any of our 8 stores or shopping the shopgoodwill.com/Fort Wayne site. You can also help by donating any clothing or household items for resale in our stores. Goodwill has been a part of our Fort Wayne community since 1937, helping people with barriers to employment find meaningful work in the community. Go to www.fwgoodwill.org to find out more about Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You've seen the insurance commercials on TV. A bird wearing shades, a guy in a red shirt and tan pants, or a silly staff that wears all white clothing. But do you really believe that companies spending millions of dollars on clever TV commercials actually provide what you need most? Hoopy Insurance Services is an independent agency working with companies like Erie Insurance, providing home and auto insurance and more. Service is the Hoopy Insurance difference. Hoopy. HUPE Insurance Services, a Fort Wayne company and authorized independent Erie Insurance agent.
Now back to Talkin Sports with Jim Shovlin on Fort Wayne Sports Station, 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back to Talkin Sports Sports. Along with DC Hendricks, I'm Jim Shovlin. Thanks for tuning in as we're talking local sports of all sorts until 10 o'clock. It's easy to get a hold of us. You can do so via the Goodwill Industries in Northeast Indiana text line at 260-447-8500, especially if you have a question about the Fort Wayne Komets or Shane Albahrani, or calling the basket, the hole, the rim, the cup, etc., because that's the first question we're going to ask Shane. So on the Talkin Sports phone line, powered by Fireplace City County Federal Credit Union, is Mr. Shane Albahrani, play-by-play voice of your Fort Wayne Komets. Hi, Shane.
Hi, Jim.
How are you?
I'm good.
You know, Shane and I are old baseball teammates. We shared dugouts for several seasons together.
Yeah.
So that's a bond that never breaks, I'll tell you what. How's Andy Roman these days?
Oh, Andy's great. He lives down in San Antonio, Texas area.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty much like a full-time grandpa. He's got 4 grandkids now. He runs his little production business, and he is just living life really well down in Texas.
Well, and it was cool because when you guys both came on the team, then all of a sudden I had friends because I try to I do my friends based on their fandom of Major League Baseball teams, and I finally had a Mets fan as a friend and also a Twins fan as a friend.
Yeah.
And so it was exciting for me just to be part of that. But okay. Before we get into hockey, the question, I'm hearing a lot of media and a lot of people talking about basketball, and you've done play-by-play basketball as well, especially up in the Auburn area for Froggy and DeKalb County basketball and such.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are starting to call the bucket the cup. And now, am I that old school? Has that been around for years and years, like DC says?
I'm not a fan. It's something I would not say. I would say either go to the basket because, well, it is basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
I probably would say rim. Goes to the rim or goes to the basket. But other than that, terms change. Even in hockey, somewhere along the line, a wrist shot became a snipe, and I was not informed of this. I never got the memo. So. Old guys like us just need to pay attention and try to adapt.
Well, and that's the thing. And I was going to ask you, too. I said, okay, now that they're calling the rim the cup and all this, is the net still the net in hockey?
Yeah,
has that
still
changed?
That is still net. You can say the twine every once in a while. But
okay, tickle the twines, yeah.
Now, one that I've noticed is in football. Now, somewhere within the last, maybe 4 or 5 years, it seems like, I always called it the sideline. Now it's the boundary. What's that?
Yeah, exactly. See, I don't know. I don't think I'm old, but I'll tell you what. All the people in my graduating class have gotten old. I noticed that. But we got a 50th year reunion coming up here in September. Anyway, I'll just pass that one by. But. Well, I figure we could talk about this because the game last night, 2-1. Hey, the bright spot of last night was the fact that the Home and Garden show was going on, and yet we still had 9,860 fans on a big night with probably some of the coolest jerseys I've seen in a long time, and I love the Komet jerseys.
Yeah, it was Komets Fight Cancer Night. It's something we've been doing for many years. And, we raised a lot of money for charity last night. I think Jalen Schmerrick's jersey went for like $1,700. It was a crazy bidding war over that one. And but unfortunately, another big crowd. Komets could not get a win. We'll have another big crowd tonight when we face Wheeling. I think it's actually going to exceed that 9,800 from last night. So we got to. Komets need to figure out this home thing because right now they're in first place in the Central, which means home ice advantage. But yet we've only won 10 times at home.
Indeed. Well, yeah, and Toledo was victorious last night over Bloomington 4-2, and Toledo is still home to Bloomington tonight. at 7:15 at the Huntington Center. But, yeah, Wheeling comes in to the Memorial Coliseum this evening, and they're cooking on all burners right now. They're tied with Adirondack for first place in the North Division of the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, we played them Wednesday night. They got all of their guys back from the AHL. Their entire team is they have an AHL team. Just put it bluntly. Okay. They have 16 contracts on their team, and the Komets went out and dropped 6 on them in their home building against the best goaltender in the league. So it can be done. We just need how to figure out how to do that at home.
Indeed. And, and the Komets keep them fit. I mean, Komets still resting in first place in the Central Division, 2 points ahead of Toledo, but Toledo's got a couple games in hand right now. But still, the Komets are playing smart. At the end of the game, after the buzzer, there was a little bit of a dust-up, if you will, Shane. Did anything come of that regarding any penalties?
Blake Murray got a 10-minute misconduct. We'll see if anything is handed down. Suspension-wise, I don't believe there will be. But speaking of suspensions, Jalen Schmerich is back tonight after serving his third game last night. So that'll give the Komets a boost at the blue line.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And the fact that Schmerich was out last night, and yet the K's only gave up 2 goals to the Cyclones, shows, number one, how good our goaltending is up and down. I mean, but then the defense, usually Schmerich is the guy that clears the zone, and he's the heady player. He's the guy that knows, with his experience, knows the angles, knows the odd man rushes and things like this. So he's the guy that you got to look to. But and he'll be back tonight. That's good news.
Yeah, we're actually, I thought we missed Jalen more on the power play. We were unsuccessful on the power play last night, and they came in third best in the league on the power play. But without Jalen, those numbers go down. So Komets, I guess, 3 power plays last night, 0 for 3. So, there was a bit of a difference there in the game, and getting him back will be a huge boost, especially, we took care of Wheeling on Wednesday without Jalen, so we'll have a little boost to the lineup tonight.
Definitely. Well, Shane, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you tonight.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jimmy.
All right. That was Shane Albahrani, play-by-play voice of your Fort Wayne Komets in our weekly Komet Chat. Hey, that's going to do it for Talkin Sports for a Saturday, February 28th. Where did February go? That's okay. It can go. Bring on March and April and May. We'll take it. Baseball season. So, thank you so much to Mike McCaffrey for joining us this morning. Also, thanks to Shane Albahrani. Thanks to D.C. Hendricks for his snarky old comments. And keeping it smooth.
Hey, I didn't say that.
I did.
Yeah, you took the words, out of context.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, okay. No, thankful for everything D.C. does for this show. Don't tell him I said that, though. And thank you, the listener, for tuning in every single week to Talkin Sports. Until next week, have a great week, everybody.
Podcasts by Federated Media.